Hi, how you doing? In this episode, we will take a look on Texas Instrument TI-35 Galaxy Solar Scientific Calculator. This calculator is 40 years old now, and as you can see, every year added a little scratch and a little dirt to the appearance. Now, currently this is not powering up. It should be turning on when you press the clear button, but this calculator is a sad calculator. Let's make it happy, and also we can clean it up nicely. Now, you may ask, why are we doing this? Restoring an old scientific calculator is like time traveling to an era where solar power was a fancy term for sunbathing, and memory was something you lost after a wild night out, not something you saved data on. It's a delightful blend of archaeology and wizardry, where you dig through layers of dust to uncover ancient numeric secrets, and then wave your soldering iron to bring the relic back to life. Plus, there's the undeniable charm of clicking those retro buttons and watching numbers appear like magic on a display that's seen more decades than a millennial's vintage vinyl collection. It's not just a restoration, it's a resurrection of mathematical history. And when you're done, you get to show off your vintage tech that's so old school it's cool again. Who needs a smartphone when you can multiply with a piece of history? A little history. The Texas Instruments TI-35 Galaxy Solar Calculator stands as a testament to the innovative spirit of Texas Instruments. The Texas Instruments, a company with a rich history in the development of calculators. The journey began in 1967 when TI invented the world's first handheld electronic calculator, a groundbreaking achievement that revolutionized the way people performed mathematical calculations. This device, small enough to fit in the palm of a hand, was powerful enough to perform basic math functions and marked the beginning of a new era in portable computing. By 1972, TI had released its first handheld calculator to the retail market, the TI-3500 Datamath trademark, which featured a red 8-digit LED display and was capable of performing addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. This was followed by the introduction of the SR50 in 1974, TI's first scientific calculator, which added trigonometric and hyperbolic functions, as well as logarithms and their inverses, to the capabilities of the TI-2500 Datamath trademark. The development of the TI-35 Galaxy Solar was part of TI's ongoing commitment to innovation. Introduced in 1984, the TI-35 was distinguished from the lower-end TI-30 line by the addition of some statistics functions, and was one of TI's first uses of SMOS controller chips in their designs. The TI-35 Galaxy Solar was a horizontal variant with functionality identical to the European TI-30 Galaxy, but with the added benefit of solar power, eliminating the need for batteries and making it an environmentally friendly option for consumers. Manufactured in Japan, the TI-35 Galaxy Solar featured an 8-digit precision and algebraic logic, with 42 functions and 42 keys, all displayed on an LCD screen. Its solar power source was not just a novelty, it represented the growing trend towards sustainable and renewable energy sources in consumer electronics. The TI-35 line continued to evolve, with the TI-35 Plus introduced in 1986, adding hexadecimal and octal calculations and a 10+2 display. However, by 1996, following the update of the TI-36X Solar, the TI-35 designation was discontinued, marking the end of an era for this iconic line of calculators. The interesting history of the TI-35 Galaxy Solar is not just about the calculator itself, but also reflects the broader narrative of technological progress and the pursuit of sustainability. It showcases how Texas Instruments has been at the forefront of calculator technology, pushing the boundaries of what is possible and setting the stage for future innovations. The TI-35 Galaxy. Solar remains a symbol of this legacy, a reminder of the days when solar power began to find its place in the world of handheld computing devices.
Thank you, Chris, the introduction. So let's see what we have here. We have a Toshiba microcontroller, probably made specially for this chip. Okay. So we have this connection, these zebra connections on the solar panel and the conductive connection on the PCB. Let's check the solar panel. Even if it's upside down, it's give you some voltages. .4 volt, that's nice. Okay, now let's see the LCD. It's the same zebra pads, and yeah, there is the on the PCB that connection. Now that one is dirty, maybe oxidized. We'll see. It's definitely gonna need a nice cleanup. Take away the dust. I'm a little bit worried about what I can see there. I hope it's not a corrosion between the legs. I think it's just the old flux, so that shouldn't be causing an issue, hopefully. Okay, we can see capacitors here, two tiny ceramic capacitors. We're gonna need another device for this one. Let's see. Yeah, it's probably good. Obviously, it's not ideal to measure in the circuit, but at least we can see if it's completely dead or not. Now on that one, oh yeah, okay, it's there. It just was a little bit bigger. All right. Now I can't see any obvious damage, so what I was thinking, I'd probably try to clean up these pads. Maybe it's working, it's just we have no connection to the LCD. For this one we're usually using these DeoxIT products. I learned about this in AGM basements. Big fan. And since we booked this, we are a big fan of the DeoxIT. You can use all the time. Whenever something is more than 20 years old, it's probably gonna happen. Now it's definitely picking up some dirt, obviously. But it's also, it's a little bit oily and it's happy the conductivity is much better on longer term than just a contact spray. So not just a quick fix, it's really a long-term solution. Also because it's leaving a film, an oily film, it can prevent further damage.
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday's fine for me to pick up, yeah? Okay. Yeah, alright. Cheers, thank you.
Now as you saw, I couldn't take out the keyboard itself, so that one is permanently there. It really could be a problem to remove that one. So let's see what else we can do here. Definitely it can have a little cleanup. Okay, yeah. I didn't expect that the acid is falling out, so... Well, that's the solar panel, sorry. But anyway, it was dirty, so... Maybe it's a good idea to clean out that part too. If I can take it out. Ah, okay. So the zebra pads holding the LCD there basically. And now if you never take apart these things, they have multiple layers. And in experience, if you put in the wrong order or wrong orientation, then the picture could be inverted or you can't see. So try to remember what was the order and what was the orientation. Alright, let's continue with the cleanup. So how are we gonna clean this up? We're using this scope Antibacterial multi-surface apple scent and cleaning solution. Basically we're using for anything. First of all, it's protect us from, you know, anything, could be on the surface, what we get from the people, customers, or just buy on the eBay. And also it's very good with the surfaces. Now the saying is yeah, don't leave on your hand too long and test the product before using. Be honest, we never had any problem. We're using this one on TV screens, we're using on all devices, basically on anything. It's probably something similar like Windex in the States, but in the UK we don't have Windex. We have this Apple sentence cleaning solution, what in the store we call Apple Care. Please don't confuse with the original one. Okay, I'm not applying anything like that. Alright, so let's clean this up. This case have seen better days, as you can see, but yeah. A little Colgate, toothbrush, or Aquafresh, I don't know what is that. And a little Apple Care, and it's just working very, very nicely. Few seconds of soaking. And
Ja, másik nem, ide mondtam. Bocsánat.
Now, if you're wondering who is Chris, who made the introduction, he's our little AI helper. Many times we can't make a record, but I can make it myself, and in that case, using the what is the company name? 11 Labs products. You can use as free, or can have a subscription if you want to generate a lot of text. Alright, so back to the cleaning. Let's see, how does it go? Now you can see the difference, even after 2 minutes cleaning, 3 minutes cleaning. It's a huge difference. Oh yeah. All right. Let's see that solar panel and the protector film. Clean up that one a little bit. You have to be very gentle with this. Oh, it's solar panels, obviously. The little pads little bit stuck on this one. I don't want to remove it. Better this way. Alright, let's see the layers. As you can see, it's a lot of dirt on this one as well. This one is a polarized layer, so this is why it's this little bit grayish color. So the orientation must be matched. Otherwise, as I said, inverse picture or no picture at all. In our case, Texas Instruments was so kind, they actually designed a little caps there, so you can put only one way. I mean, you can put different way, but you know, if you think a little bit, then you put it back in the good way. Alright, clean up a little bit these tips, and yeah. Now these little holders need on the side, going back very nicely, and obviously the zebra pads. I clean up a little bit that one too. I use the DeoxIT on that one. It's the green DeoxIT you can use on this rubber conductive materials. The red one is recommended on gold or other precious metals. The green one is good for this rubber things. Now, this is tricky. It's very tight. These clips are really hard to push there, and I don't want to force it. But on the bottom you have this cable which is going to the keyboard, and that one is very tight as well, so you have no movement here. Now the PCB is obviously really old, so it could break easily. I'm using this nylon sprayer, which is probably gonna be enough. But sometimes it's just too thick. In that case we have to use the blade, work on this one, make sure the connection between the PCB and the LCD panel and the solar panel is perfect. Alright, time to put back the screws. And hopefully we have a working calculator. Hopefully. Yeah. Buttons are still working. Very good. To be honest, I was worried, but yeah, good. All right. Let's put back the rest of the screws. Shield. Oh, I forgot that one. Okay, much better. And the back panel. Just push the clips together. That label could be better. Made in Japan. Okay, what we're gonna do is just clean up a little bit the old dirt with alcohol, and we just push some B7000 glue there. We're using that one for fixing phones or basically anything, screens, whatever. It's need half an hour, 1 hour to fully cure, but you can remove the excess very easily. And even if you have a little excess with heat or alcohol, you can clean up. Okay, time to clean up the back a tiny bit. And we put some weight after, probably there to hold. I am really happy with this one. I mean, obviously the scratches are still there, but it looks nice. If we could replace that top layer, the screen would be perfect, but I'm happy with this one. I'm happy with this result. At the end, I sold it on eBay. It didn't go up really well as I was expected, but yeah, it could be worse. So we got 10 whole pound for this, plus postage. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, you know what to do. See you later.
If you need assistance with a repair or have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us via email at info@southlondonrepair.co.uk. We're here to help.